Hey guys, today's September 4th, and we're going to be going over simplifying algebraic expressions. When simplifying expressions that require combining like terms, you have to do the distributive property first. There's kind of really nowhere for you to write on here, so what you're going to need to do is grab a scratch sheet of paper so you can work out the examples with me. And once we get the final answer, you can go ahead and input it into those pink little boxes. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so you can see it a little bit bigger. And we're going to look at the first example. So for the first example, you'll see here that you have a 6 on the outside of the parenthesis. So we learned distributive property where you're going to have to multiply the 6 by whatever's inside the parentheses. So 6 times x is going to give you 6x. 6 times 4 is 24. So plus 24. Notice you have another set of parentheses over here. The outside number over here is a negative 2. So negative 2 is going to have to be multiplied by x, which is negative 2x. And then you have negative 2 times positive 3, which is minus 6. Next, we're going to go ahead and combine our terms together. What that means is you want to put all of your x's with your x's together. So you notice that you have 6x's, take away 2x, that's going to leave you with 4x's. Next, we have to put our numbers together. So 24 and then take away 6, that's going to be positive 18. Now that we have our answer and you did that on your scratch sheet of paper, we're going to go ahead and type it into this text box right here. So double click in there and we're going to go ahead and put 4x plus 18. Okay, example 2. You have two sets of parentheses also for this problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this 3 first. So 3 times a, that gives you 3a. 3 times b. Notice that it has a minus. So because that minus, positive times a negative gives you a negative. So it's going to be the minus 3b. Okay, the next one has a positive 5 outside. So 5 times a, that's 5a. And then we have 5 times b, which is 5b. So plus 5b. Next, just like the last problem, we combine like terms. What that means is you want to put your a's with your a's and your b's with your b's. So 3a plus 5a, that's going to be 8a. And then we have negative 3b plus 5b. That gives you positive 2b. Okay, so I went ahead and I input my answer here, 3a plus 2b, in for the example. Okay, next problem, example 3. X minus 6x plus 7x plus 4. When there's an x just by itself, there's always an imaginary 1 in front of it. So you think of that as 1x. So we're going to combine all of our x's together. So I'm going to start with 1x, take away 6x's. 1 take away 6, that's negative 5x's. And I'm just going to bring everything else down here, plus 7x plus 4. So the only thing I did in this step was I just combined the x's right here together. Now you'll notice that you still have x's that can be combined together right here, negative 5x plus 2x. So together that's going to give you 2x's. Plus we have 4. You cannot put these together because x's cannot go with a number, so we have to leave them separate. Just like we did on example 1, we had to leave them separate. So x's went with x's, numbers go with numbers. Same process here. So we're going to go ahead and input 2x plus 4. Okay, the last example, example 4, we have an 11 on the outside. So same process, distributive property, 11 times my x, that's 11x. 11 times our 3y, that's going to be positive 33y. And then lastly, we have 11 times 2, which is 22. Now looking at this problem, I have to figure out 11x. Are there any other x's in the problem? No, so I have to leave 11x by itself. Then I have 33y. This doesn't have a y, so I can't put these two together. So lastly, I have plus 22. There's no other number by itself. So this whole thing right here is my answer. Okay, so you're going to double click inside the box and go ahead and insert 11x plus 33y plus 22. You guys have a great day.